And we're underway in semifinal action as Cooley won it back to the captain, Langston Galloway. Cooley screen bumps to Paulo. They put the long-arm Brazilian wing on Smart to try and stop his scoring. Now Grant with a height advantage hits it over Iago.
I mentioned it earlier in our open, right, trying to exploit his size.
Here is Lucas Diaz. Turnaround, got room from Kavanaugh, who just gave him too much space underneath. Cooley screen, seals off Iago, who recovers halfway, and Grant pull-up is good over the big.
And every time Iago's matchup has the basket.
Double right now. Under the hoop, it's Cooley against Iago. Touch pass out to Grant. Good rotation, Brazil, and that forces a tough make from Jerry and Grant.
Rotated, contested. That was just an extremely tough shot.
Here is Iago to the rim, and he scores. They use Cooley for a high screen again. Feed inside.
Oh,
Cooley
nice.
lefty layup.
That's nice, right? Cooley with a layup. Igalo gets lost.
Inside to Diaz. Working his way on Grant.
Oh,
steps in between the two defenders.
That is tough. He's patient.
But Cooley is guarding Deodato right now. A couple mismatches for Brazil. Deodato step back three, and it's good through the legs.
That's big, right? They're chipping away at this thing. USA's gone away from great shot making.
That foul was the second on Brazil, by the way. First on Caboclo as Langston Galloway.
And they made the change of putting him in the starting lineup, and I thought that changed the way USA played. They played with more of a pop. They played more collective with him on the floor.
Big three for Bruno Caboclo. Stops 4 straight points.
He's somebody you gotta get him involved as he knocks on that shot. As soon as he caught the basketball, he was ready to shoot it. You could see he shot it with confidence, had energy coming from his legs. And
now a big block by Caboclo, and he's starting to grow into the game.
Talk about energy coming from the legs, right? Coming across the...
Reynolds in, Kavanaugh out. A bit of a smaller U.S. lineup, and a great pass. Smart to the cutting August.
Tough.
August in a mismatch with Iago. And he missed it, but he taps it back outside. Now Smart for three. And it's good. His first of the game. Grant and Smart out of the game. Speedy Smith and Robert Baker into the game for the U.S. Baseline drive to Paula through traffic. Drives his way around to the rim, but a little too much on the lay-in. No look save, finds Caboclo. Back to Diaz for the tie. And it's 19-19 in the first quarter.
That's big time, right? Saves the basketball.
Speedy Smith up top, veteran point guard, gives it off to Reynolds. He'll pull up, the lefty hits from the mid-range.
That's nice.
Up top, pounding defense by Brazil. They get it inside the arc with 6 to shoot, and down low to August, and the U.S. makes a possession out of nothing there for a bucket. Andrew Andrews, only playing in his second game of the tournament, number 7 in blue, gets opportunity in a big spot here. And now a kick out. Diaz wants to tie again, and a second game-tying 3 for him already. Baker came in for the board. Here is the Harvard man. Inside with the right hand, and the U.S. leads again.
That's a head of an attack, right? He's long, he's athletic. It's going to be a call between the officials.
Diaz, drive inside. Baker on him. Lefty layup good.
That's tough. That's tough. Again, pick, pop.
Reynolds pull up 3. And a long board to Baker. Keeps the U.S. possession going until that tip away. Borges saves. And a foul. And one. Rain on Santos. What a sequence. Borges with the hustle, and Santos somehow puts it in.
How about Borges' effort?
He screens to get Galloway space and screens again. Galloway mid-range, stuck it.
That's tough. He can stop. He just stops on a dime and pops up.
Big screen by Cooley to get Galloway space. Now he'll pull up and hit. Langston Galloway with the last 5 U.S. points. 1-point ball game in Managua. 3 minutes into the second quarter. Inside, Diaz, great feed underneath to Santos. Here's Langston Galloway inbounding to Kavanaugh. Now Galloway again, looking for 8 straight, and he's got 8 straight. Galloway all the way to the rim, and he missed it, falling over as he attacked 2 Brazilian defenders. In transition, Mariano blocked. Cooley back for the rejection. And he wants a review. Right now it is Brazil. DePaula feed, deflected. August helped force a steal there for Grant. Galloway transition three. Canned it. He is so hot right now.
See, that hurts. That hurts, right? DePaula the right idea. Maybe could have put a little bit more sauce on the pass, but Caboclo's he's got to want the basketball too, right? That pass is made. Get to it. Let the basketball.
Great feed to the baseline. And now Galloway again, and one. Chance at a 4-point play for Langston Galloway.
He has been comfortable, right? And they're looking for him. 16 points for him.
Diodato into Caboclo with the guard Galloway on him. Spin to the rim, and he missed it. Galloway walling up there. Grant mid-range. And it's good and one. Jerian Grant having a great first half as well with his dad, Harvey, the former NBA player in attendance. USA.
Definitely, I was a little indifferent on that call there. I just thought it would have been a common one. You know, guys are playing extra hard.
Caboclo to the rim. Lefty jamming a 4-point possession, Brazil.
Maybe that's the bump.
Inbounding Javonte Smart. They're looking for Galloway. He'll pull up right off the inbound and hit again. 20 points in the game. First foul of the quarter on either side goes against Brazil. And here is Galloway. Pick and roll feeds Cooley, who's blocked. Smart, great feed. Cooley jam.
That is tough. Right, a big time screen and Smart. Smart laying the dribble. Cooley punching it.
Tried to take the rim back with him on defense as the U.S. is up by 20. And a foul underneath. 6-2 USA in the first 3 minutes, 10 seconds of the half. Yago blocked. Cooley with a third swat of the game.
Cooley a couple times this game. Yago's at
12.6 rebounds for him. Yago finds a seam and scores.
A little different there. Bump, turns the corner, and there's no help there. I'm not sure if he's just gassed or he's laboring a bit. Almost looks like he's limping slightly.
Grant with the left. All the way to the rim, lobbed it up. No good, a little out of control. I think he thought he was fouled.
Yeah, he took off a little bit too early on that play.
Numbers USA, and Kavanaugh hits. Yago, step back three. Good. On to the second unit, guys, for the USA. Only starter on the floor is Grant, number 10 in blue. Baker three. And a rebound, Brazil. They want to run. DePaula attacking. Kick out. Benich. And he got it. 7-point game.
In this game, 3 points there from the DePaula kickout.
Ramsey to answer. And he will. Into Baker. Light on his man, but it's poked away for a moment. Grant had to heave. And an offensive board. Reynolds and one. The U.S. made a lot out of nothing in that possession. Brazil comes down with the rebound. Yago behind the back. Caboclo! 4 guys today.
Nice little attack corner pocket. And Bruno.
Grant driving on Benich. Hanging and finding Smith just barely for the mid-range J. That's smooth.
Pushes Cooley under the basket.
Caboclo for three. And
right
it's
now.
Good.
All right now.
Cooley's bucket with about 5 minutes to go in the second. It's been a long time since this was a one-possession game. DePaula! Timeout USA! Has it been a one-possession game? And now with about 5 to go in the fourth, DePaula slams Brazil.
You know, Caboclo decided he's going to play tougher now, right? And that is what they needed in the first half.
Lob up. Caboclo jam! And now Kavanaugh. Perceived mismatch here size-wise. Kavanaugh into the lane. Shot affected by DePaula. USA can take the lead here. Or pardon me, Brazil. Haven't had it since early in the second quarter. Yago. Brazil in front.
That is tough.
Smart. And a rebound there for DePaula. He wants to push. They don't have numbers. Still into the lane, and he scores.
They don't need numbers, Ben.
Yago with 2 defenders on him. And Diaz to Caboclo to the rim. It's a 5-point lead. Near foul on the perimeter, no call. Diaz, half-court 3. Got it! From the logo.
There's nothing USA could have done there.
Smart right to the rim, and it's a 6-point game again.
Trying to get to Kavanaugh on the ball screen.
Benish 3. That's good! USA by 9.
He is turned all the way up. Benicia here, another tough one. Kavanaugh trying to get out.
Close to a minute here, leading by 9. DePaula inside, to the corner. Yago fake, now the 3. Good again! 51 points in the half for Brazil, for the Brazilians, who looked done early in the third. Kavanaugh inside, blocked by Diaz. Second chance, no. And Brazil has the ball.
It's too early to foul. There's way too much time.
Yago deep 3.
Oh,
got it again. Unbelievable.
Oh, boy. Clinic in this fourth quarter. And in the third, we said if they
is going back to the final. They come back with a huge fourth quarter, outscoring the U.S. by 25 points in the frame to win it. And the U.S. will have to settle for the third place game tomorrow.
Wow.